Now to make this dish, I'm going to do like a spicy beef dish with coconut cream. It's not any particular recipe, I'm just throwing things together. I've got some capsicum or bell peppers. I've got one of each, I've just chopped those up. There's about 4 onions there. We're going to use some chili, we're going to use potatoes, we're going to pop in some sweet potatoes, a little bit of stock. I'm going to use a whole bunch of spices, I'll show you those as we go. We're going to thicken it with a little bit of flour. I'm going to add some chili, some tomato paste, a little bit of garlic, some cracked black pepper, sea salt, and whoops, oh, what's that? Oh, that must be, that's not in the recipe, but it's going to be used. And we're going to use some olive oil. So, first thing we're going to need to do is come over here, and we're going to put our beef down on this tray and season it, and I'll go through the ingredients as we go. Okay, I've got 1 kilo of diced beef. I'm just going to add some cracked black pepper. Now you can season this at the end as well. Just add a little bit to give it a bit of flavour to start with, about 2 or 3 pinches. I'm going to use some sea salt. Now the only salt I had in my cupboard was this interesting black sea salt. It's quite strong in flavour, so we don't need too much, and we can adjust it later. So just a black sea salt flake. I'm going to add a pinch of cumin powder. A good pinch. Probably about a tablespoon of cumin powder. I'm going to add some cardamom seeds. Good pinch of cardamom seeds. I'm going to add a pinch of chili powder. I'm going to add a pinch of turmeric. I'm going to throw in a couple of star anise. I'm going to add some fresh coriander, and then we're going to add a little bit of flour, maybe 2 tablespoons of flour, a few chili flakes, and we just want to mix all this up together, get it all coated. Okay, on a low burner I've got my Keka's tray on there. I'm going to add some olive oil, about 4 tablespoons of olive oil, and just heat that through. Now you also want to preheat your Keka's oven to 180 degrees. Okay, once it's started to heat up a bit, in with the meat that we just seasoned. We want to toast everything off. There's plenty of room in the Keka's oven, so just spread it out, don't pile it all in one spot. Get all those spices in there. And we just want to toast these off. Release all the oils and the spices and cardamom seeds. Now, one of the good things about cooking in this oven, it's got a really large tray, and you could never do this. You'd have to do it in 2 small trays in the oven if you want to feed about 10 people. Now the next ingredient is my 4 onions, 4 medium-sized onions. I'm going to pop those in, and we're going to cook those down with the beef for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now we add our bell peppers or capsicum, 1 of each, just 3 different colours to give it that bit of a colour variation to your dish. And I'm sure my neighbours will be very jealous when they smell all of this. It smells fantastic. Okay, so they've had a couple of minutes with the peppers in there. I'm going to make a little bit of a well in the centre here, and I'm going to put in my tomato paste. I want about probably about 3 good tablespoons. And I want to just cook that out a little bit. Okay, so just cook that out a little bit for about a minute or so, and now we're going to just toss everything together. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of garlic, and I've used the tube garlic just for convenience. You can add fresh, of course, but I had some in my fridge. I thought I'd better use it. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of stock. I'm adding 1 whole red chili, and I'm going to add 5 fresh bay leaves. Just sort of spread them around. Now it smells fantastic, beautiful. I'm going to add some Desiree potatoes. I've got 3 medium-sized Desiree potatoes, and I've chopped everything up really chunky. And I'm also going to add sweet potato. Now for this dish, you can add as much as you like. It really doesn't matter. Just sort of cover it. If you want to add a bit more, you can add a bit more. There's probably, I'd say, about 1 kilo here. Now I'm adding 270 mils of coconut cream. And then I'm just going to finish off with the rest of my coriander. And I've used, in this whole recipe, I have used, it's just an 8-gram packet, so maybe just a whole bunch of coriander in this whole recipe. We need to cover this now, put it into the Keka's oven for about 1.5 hours, or until the meat is nice and tender. Okay, so into the Keka's oven at 180 degrees. We'll give it about 1.5 hours and we'll check on it and see how the meat is. Okay, it's had about 2 hours now in the Keka's oven at 180 degrees. We're going to just grab it out and we're going to just see how it looks. This smells amazing. It's just, and the sweet potato is just really thickened it as well. It's broken down and thickened it up. I'm going to finish it off with some chopped parsley. Just give it that burst of colour. And some yogurt. Now when you take this to the table, it's just amazing. I can't begin to tell you the consistency of cooking in this oven. It's just, there are no hot spots. If you watch my rice pilaf dish, recipe number 1 in this oven, you'll see that it just comes out perfect. There are no hot spots. There's no burning on the edges. It's just top and bottom element cooking. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm serving my dish tonight with some black rice. You can cook any rice you like. I thought I'd do a little bit of black rice. Special thanks to Anita Pages Oliver, who came up with the correct recipe. She said I was cooking a curry tonight. It's kind of like a curry. So well done, Anita. You were spot on with your suggestion there and guessing my Facebook challenge. Now until my next video, you have yourselves a wonderful week. Hope you give this recipe a try. It's a fantastic dish. Very earthy, spicy, delicious in flavour. Take care.